Hey guys, it's About Beer 30. Let's take a walk into the kitchen and see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today's beer comes from Treehouse Brewing. These guys up in Massachusetts. This is the Doppelganger. Guys, I reviewed this back in the fall of 2016 and I thought it was awesome, outstanding, world class. Blew my heart back, blew my socks off. I was just starting to be sent some of these New England style IPAs and double IPAs, and it just blew me away. I mean, they are awesome. They have become my favorite beer style. There are a lot of breweries now that's jumped on that bandwagon and are producing some very, very tasty, cloudy, unfiltered, orange juice looking in the glass IPAs and double IPAs. And I love them, guys. I absolutely love them. So we're going to do a re-review. Dave sent me this Doppelganger to review. The only downfall to that, he had them for a little while, so it's probably at the end of its shelf life. Let me see if I can see the date on the bottom of this one. It says 11/30 of 17. And today is the 20th of March. So 11/30, 12/30, 1/30, end of February. So we're at about 3.5 months. So basically, it's at the end of its shelf life, in my humble opinion. I like to have my beers as fresh as possible, especially in this style. And once it gets to the 3-month shelf life, I do not purchase them. I like them in the first 4 to 6 weeks. I seem to find them a little bit tastier. Once you get to the 3-month, the hops have already started to fade a little bit. Hopefully this is still going to be tasty. Like I said, when I did this back in, I think it was September of 2016, it was unbelievable. Blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. It got a 10 back then. So we're going to see how well this one has cellared now that this one is 3.5 months. So Dave, once again, thanks for sending it to me. This is the re-review. So I don't think there's anything else. I think I told you, this is an 8%er. I think that's what's got it written on here. Double IPA, 8%. Treehouse. These guys do some really tasty stuff. I don't think we're going to have an IBU because these guys keep that information secret. Whoa, look at here. Untapped has it at 88, which is very reasonable for a double IPA. I've seen those well over 100 before. So with that being said, we're going to see what this brings to the table now that it's got a little age on it. Hopefully it's still going to be tasty and not be a malt bomb, guys. So it's time. First beer of the day for me. So let's see what this brings to the table. All right, in the glass we go. While I pour this, and I am going to shake this up and get the back end pour in there before I go off camera, because a lot of times, especially with this much age on it, a lot of times those juicy ingredients will settle to the bottom of the can, and it'll pour clear beer, and you pour the last little bit in there, and it changes it up. So we shall see. All right. Cuisine is barbecue cheese with pepper, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar. Your stronger cheeses: meat, game, grilled meat, and salmon. A glassware snifter, tulip, oversized wine glass. And of course, this is 8% Beer Advocate says you can sell it. Don't do it. You might get away with a little bit, but that's the whole reason these guys have dating machines, and they go to the trouble of putting that date on there so you know how old the beer is and you can drink it fresh and make that decision. As far as I know, I don't think Treehouse distributors, if they may have started recently, but I think everything is sold directly out of the brewery guys. And that's all we're going to get in there right now. We'll leave that last a little bit, but we will pour it for a golf camera. About a finger and a quarter of head. It's a little diluted from the straight up orange juice looking, and that may change once I get that back end pour in there. Looks pretty good. It definitely looks like a New England style IPA. Very hazy, unfiltered looking beer. Nice color though, but not quite up to that bright orange color. A lot of the juice bombs, as I call them, looks exactly like orange juice. This one looks a little diluted. So let's get it to the nose and see how well the hops have lasted. Very nice aroma, very citrusy. Hints of orange and tangerine, mango, maybe a little bit of peaches. A little bit of pine in there. It still smells pretty damn good, guys. It does for a beer that's 3.5 months old for a double IPA. Still got it going on. Well, let's dive in. I'm thirsty. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Dave. A little bit of that malt is starting to creep in now. And then this is definitely not as tasty as it would have been the first month or two that it was in the can. But still delicious. It's still delicious. Tasty beer, just not quite as potent as it would have been fresher. So we're going to leave it at that. I'm going to do the back end here for our golf camera. See if we can get, see if it changes the appearance any. Nice lacing is still leaving on the glass here, guys. Yeah, there was a little bit of settling in the bottom of the can. May have brought it up a couple shades almost to the orange juice looking in the glass. Pretty damn close. So a little bit more looking like orange juice than it was on the first pour there, guys. That definitely did cloud it up considerably and brought the oranginess of their OJ looking color to it. It does look like orange juice now, guys. So with the settling of the ingredients, the hops, and settling to the bottom of the can, now it is a little bit more like orange juice color. I'm going to take another sip. Still a tasty beer, guys. Just not quite as pungent, potent as it would have been a little fresher. But it was sent to me. Beggars can't be choosers, but it is what it is, guys. This beer is 3.5 months old and still fares fairly well. Don't think it's quite to the 10 category right now with the age on it, but it is still tasty. And if I could get my hands on these guys' beers here, I would buy them. No doubt about it. So, let me sip on it for a little bit, let her taste it, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Awesome lacing is leaving on the glass. The hops have faded a little bit, not drastically like I was expecting it to be. It still has a fairly strong hop presence, not like it would have fresh, but at 3.5 months, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's still a very tasty beer. Little bit of maltiness to it, but not overbearing or anything like that. I still think it's an A beer, guys. Let's do the Final chug. Just not quite as pungent as it would have been fresher, from what I remember it being. Very nice. Extremely nice. Guys, before I go any further, I want to thank everybody that's been posting the comments on the external mic that we're using now. I'm not wearing it on my shirt anymore because I could hear myself swallowing when I was drinking the beers when I listened to it. We moved the mic down here right in front of me. Hopefully that's going to be good enough. I'm so far ahead. Only 2 of the reviews have posted today as of the 20th. I got one more to post tomorrow where I was wearing it on my shirt, and then they'll go to where I've moved it down here in front of me. Hopefully we're still going to get enough volume and it's still going to sound loud enough for people to listen to it on their tablets and smartphones or whatever. As y'all watch these reviews, let me know. It's just trying to remember to plug up the mic and turn it on and off and all that stuff at the beer reviews. I already had one. I did one the other day, and there was no audio in it whatsoever. So we lost that review, and that was one of the Dragon's Milk that was sent to me, I think, by Dave. Dave, that review is not going to post. There was no audio, so I don't know if I forgot to plug it up or forgot to turn it on or what happened there. And I've even put me a sticky note on here to remind me to do all the steps other than just hitting the remote and turning it on and off. So got to remember to do that. So hopefully the audio is sufficient with the mic right here in front of me, as opposed to where it was on the camera or on my neck, where it was a little overbearing to me. So this beer, guys, I still think it's an A beer. I'm going to give this an A. I don't think it's quite to the 10 category now that it's 3.5 months old, but it's still very tasty. I'm going to give it a 98. It's still pretty tasty for a beer at this age. And these numbers are for reference for fresh beers. Beer Advocate has it at 4.59, which is in their A category. That's where I'm putting it, so we're in agreement there. And over to Untappd, they have it at 4.53, almost the best numbers from them. Not quite their best number, so I'm going to consider that an A, the upper end of their A category, which is where I'm putting it also. So it's unanimous. It's definitely an A beer. And fresh, to me, it's a 10. So if you can get it fresh, get it. That's what I say, because this beer is awesome when it's 2 or 3 weeks old. So that being said, guys, let me know what you think. This is the review of the Doppelganger. And until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.